Your headphones.
Hey, this is 675 Flying Moose, and I am in Stride somewhere. Thank you for joining me. And today I have been buying our first home with Mrs. Moose. After the first home we bought fell through because we found out the owners didn't legally own the house in which they were trying to sell us. So that presented itself a few problems. So we've bought a different home today on the edge of Greenwell land, which is really marvellous. And I wanted to talk to you today about my biking history. So I started riding in 2007 on a 125 scooter, a Peugeot Speedfight 2. A bag of two-stroke wonders. Fantastic, it saved me a huge amount of time commuting to work. My commute by bus then, at that point I didn't have a car licence, my commute by bus then was an hour and 15 minutes. By bike that was reduced to 12 minutes, so a bit of a no-brainer really. So that's where I started. Not long after that I got a Yamaha YZF-R 125, which I think is an incredibly good bike. Such a cool 125 to have. I had one of the first into the country in red and white because there was no choice of colour. I had to order it from London, and any of you with access to Google Maps will realise that Stride and London are not exactly close together. So yeah, so I had that I think the week after it launched in the UK. And comparing it to like the Honda CBF 125, you know, it's a different beast. So yeah, I did about 30,000 miles on that before buying a XJ6 after doing my full license. That was largely because of the price. And it was perfect really. Wasn't very fast, wouldn't get you into too much trouble, but very compliant, very easy to use, very good for a beginner bike, and coincidentally it's a bike that I actually learned to ride on, so I felt quite at home with it quite quickly. Before buying a CBR 600F, which literally fell apart. The whole suspension went. I think the cam chain pretty much fell off. And then I bought a CBR 600F. No, I had a CBR 600F. After that I bought a CBR 600RR. Great bike, and I know that everyone loves the RR, but it is seriously impractical, really impractical. When you're doing largely just 30 mile an hour roads to work, every day, it's not fun. Shuffling around town in first gear with a 600RR is hard. So then I got a street triple. The one before this I had for a year, a couple of little issues with it. Anyway, I managed to swap it for a 2013 Street Triple R ABS, and I am seriously happy with it. I think it's just such an incredible bike, from being able to push it really hard to be able to enjoy the twisties, get it on track, and then commute to work on it. I've never ridden a bike as good as a Street Triple for what I use it for, and I highly recommend it. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got into riding. Hopefully next it'll be Mrs. Moose on a bike. But anyway, whilst I sit and enjoy this beautiful line of traffic and a guy that is too scared to pull out, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you soon. That's me!